Good morning. 10 minutes is great, but I want to see if I can do things in 5 minutes. So today I want to give you 5 money mistakes I've made in my millennial lifetime. Okay, so let me start with one of the first mistakes I made with money is kind of investing in things that I didn't really, I say, understand, and it happens to the best of us. Everybody goes through it. Someone invites you to here to do this, or someone tells you about a stock or a cryptocurrency or a coin, and everybody kind of knows it's very, very typical. But the thing is, with investing in things you don't understand, is that when someone tells you to buy it or someone to invest in something, very rarely will that person give you a personal call when it's time to sell or when that thing is no longer the thing. I, with my own eyes, kind of went through that first-hand experience of somebody or multiple people very strongly pitched me things like, bro, this is it, bro, this is it. And then when that thing like went to ish, that person was, there was nowhere to be. There was no call that guys get out. There was nothing. So investing in things you don't understand is not a good one. Number two, this is very similar but also very different. Investing in things that didn't match my temperament or the characteristics I'm kind of with. So I'm gonna stick with kind of stocks and kind of crypto and this kind of. I'm a very kind of fast paced, go kind of that kind of person. So investing in things that are very volatile and move up and down doesn't really work for me because the numbers are they mess with my spirit. I'm too kind of risk seeking to be involved with those things because I will take on too much risk and do too much, and it won't be. So I need something kind of where I can apply my essence and do my work and just put a lot of work in a short period of time and then see the results as investing a lot of money on a short period of time, because I am not in the stage where I want to be super aggressive with my capital investment. It's better to do it with my time investment. Okay, number three is investing in or setting up something and then not monitoring it. So I'll give a perfect example to do with marketing. I've invested in systems that worked, as in these systems made money from start to bottom. Or I don't worry about the funnel. But what I didn't do was constantly obsess and tweak over it. So I'd put something online, I was investing money into it, and people were coming through, money was being made, money was being closed. But I just thought, oh, I built it, it's done, forget about it. That's one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made, and I will never ever make again. You have anything you build, anything you put money, you need to constantly be updating it. You've got to be split testing, you've got to be obsessed, like you have to be. So one of the biggest mistakes I've made is investing into a system or project, doing it once and then thinking I can just forget about it. No, you need to constantly be improving, innovating, improving, innovating. Okay, two more I've forgotten. Isn't this great? Maybe I don't have that many money mistakes. Two more money mistakes in 2 minutes. What can I think of? Okay, this is a one when I was younger. This was never really a big problem for me, but buying things buying things that didn't give a fixed return. So this is like going on restaurants that maybe were out of my budget, or buying clothes that were maybe out of my budget. As I said, this has never really been a big kind of thing for me, but I'll tell you, once you kind of get into digital marketing, you're kind of a businessman. Once you kind of like start to understand the cost per lead, and let's say you're selling high ticket things, you know your cost per lead is maybe between 1, 5, 10, 20 pounds or dollars or whatever you're doing. And then you start to go out and you like buy a pizza, and it's like, I could have been a lead. Imagine if I closed that lead, that would maybe a couple £1,000. Like, so once I kind of made that transition into like investment, like seeing cost per lead, like I look back at all the things like £500 for shoes, like flipping all that could have been another big investment. Let me give another one. Okay, this is very contrarian, but I always go into this. I would have invested more money into myself earlier. When I was younger, had a couple £1,000s. As I said, I did buy a few kind of stuff, and I did kind of make investments into stuff, but I would have just doubled down and thrown all of my money into investing in myself and my skills. I feel like investing your money into yourself and the skills you have is the best kind of investment, because look, even if you lose all your money, like now, over the last year, I've got a different skill level, base level, that no one can take from me. I know how to fix things that I didn't know how to do. So I'm a rainmaker. I make it rain. So because I've invested in those skills and I put those money into those systems, all of those things, I know how to make money for people and myself. So because I invested in those skills instead of putting them in the S&P 500, which I did, but that doesn't, 13% as opposed to 1,300% invest in yourself. So that's 5 lessons in 5 minutes, and I didn't even have to edit it. All right, cool, great.